Hello Year 6. So, we are going to be looking at multiplication and division written methods. So, looking at problems when using a bit of jotting zone mental methods isn't going to be enough because the numbers are too big, and looking at how we can use some written methods to support us. So, it might be a bit of a longer video because there's a few things I need to go through. So just take your time with it, pause when you need to, come back to the bits you need to, and hopefully we'll be cracking on with this. Okay. Goodbye. Cue strange music again. Okay, let's start with some multiplication then, shall we? So let's say we've got a problem like 326 times by 6. So the first thing we're going to do is put it into columns. So I end up doing something like 326 times by 6. Now I'm going to show you extended method first, okay? I'm going to show you the extended method first. So we make sure we treat all of these as they are. So that's a 300, a 20 and a 6. So I do 6 times 6, which is going to be 36. As always, year 6, if you know your times tables, you'll find this a lot easier. If you don't, it's going to take you forever. So learn your times tables. Then we're doing 6 times 20. It is a 20. So it's like doing 6 times 2 times 10. So that's going to be 120. Can you see that I'm putting them all in the right columns? Then I'm going to do 6 times 300. Now, if you need to do a quick 6 times 3 is 18. So 6 times 300 must be 1,800. If you need to do it, year 6, do it. It took me literally 3.7 seconds. It's worth doing, okay? 1,800. And then with these numbers, I'm going to add them up. So I end up with 6 ones, 5 tens, 9 hundreds, and 1,000. 1,956. Okay, now let's say you do that same question, actually I'll leave that there, using a contracted method. So, for using contracted method, I'm going to treat these as not as a 300, but as 300s. There's a slight difference in that, I hope you can realise. So I'm not treating it as a 300, I'm treating it as 300s. So, I do 6 times 6, which is 36. But because I'm using a contracted method for this one, I'm going to carry my 3 from the 36 under there. Then I do 6 times 2 tens, which is 12 tens, plus those 3 tens is 15 tens. Then I do 6 times 3 hundreds, which is 18 hundreds, plus that 100, so I end up with 19 hundreds, and my answer is 1,956. Same answer, contracted methods, okay? Now, when we've got something like this, I don't mind. However, if we end up getting to problems that look like 34 times by 27, if we try and use extended, it's going to end up being a bit too long. So this is where we need to get into contracted methods. So let me show you one of these. So we're going to do 7 times 4, which is 28. So I do my little 2 and carry my 2 of the 20 and 28. Then I'm doing 7 times 3 tens, which is 21 tens, plus those 2, so it is 23 tens. So I've multiplied 34 by 7 is what I've done here. 34 times 7, I've got the answer. Now I need to multiply by this 22. Now, because that is a 20, as in it's 2 tens, everything I do, I need to be a column 10 times bigger than a 2. So I'm going to put in my placeholder straight away. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that 2 so it doesn't confuse me. So now, I'm going to imagine that that's a 2, but we know it's a 2 tens, and that's why I'm starting in this column, so I'll put in my placeholder. So I'll do 2 times 4, which is 8, and then I'm going to do 2 times the 3 tens, which is 6 tens. And with these two numbers, I put them together, so I end up with 8 ones, 11 tens, 2 add those 600s plus that 100, 918. Okay? Go through it again if you want to. Actually, I'll do one more quick one. So let's say we've got 43 times by 44. So, using contracted methods, I'm going to do 4 times 3, which is 12. I'm going to do 4 times 4 tens, which is 16 tens plus that one, 17 tens. So I've done 43 times 4. Okay, now I need to times it all by the 40. And because it's a 40 and not a 4, I need to move everything 10 times bigger. So I put in my 0 placeholder. Get rid of that 1 so it doesn't confuse me anymore, because I don't need it. So I'm doing 4 times 3, which is 12. Then I'm doing the 4 times 4 tens, which is 16 tens. But we have a 1 column higher, but let's not worry too much about that. So it's 16 plus that 1 is 17 tens, and then I'm putting them together. So I've got 2 1s, 9 tens, 8 hundreds, and 1,000, 1,892. And that is multiplication. Okay, let's look at division. So let's say I'm doing something like 220 divided by 5. Now, some of us might be able to do something like that in our heads. Okay, we might be able to use some kind of joins, but some of us might not, and that's okay. So the first thing is I'm going to create a key facts box. So I put a little box in the corner, and I'm going to just do a few facts that are going to help me. So 5 times 2, and I'm finding that relate to this 5. 5 groups of 2 is 10. 5 groups of 4 is 20. 5 groups of 5 is 25. 5 groups of 10 is 50. And that will probably do me for now. Actually, let's just do 20 lots. Is 100. Now, if that's my key facts box, what I need to do now is take away lots from that 220, take away lots of 5, and see how many I can do. Now, some of us might go, well, let's take away 20 lots, which is 100. And let's do that, that's fine. So I'm going to take away 100. I put in brackets that is 20 lots. And then I do the subtraction. So 0 take away 0, 1s is 0. 2 tens take away nothing is 2 tens. 2 hundreds take away 100 is 100. And then I'm going to take away another 20 lot. So I'll take away 100 again, which is 20 lots. And I'm left with 20. And then hopefully you can see that I need to take away another 4 lots because I'm trying to get to 0. I'm trying to take away enough lots so that I get to 0. So I'm going to take away 20, which is 4 lots. And I end up with the answer, get to 0, which is what I'm going to do. And then I count up how many lots. So I've done 20, 40, 44. So my answer is 44. Okay, let me do another quick one of those. This time we're doing 144 divided by 6. So, key facts box. Well, times 2 is 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 20, so double 10 lots, is going to be 120. Key facts box done. Now I'm taking away lots of 10 from there, so I'm going to take away that 120. That gets me closest. Remember, because I'm trying to get to 0, which is 20 lots. 4 is 1s, 2 10s, and I'm left with 24. And then I can take away 24, which is 4 lots. I get to 0, which is where I want to get. How many lots have I taken away? I've taken away 24 lots, and my answer is 24. Okay? I know this seems really crazy and scary and difficult, but I promise you it's not. Okay, last one. Let's say I'm going to have to write a little bit smaller. Can I zoom in? Yeah, let's go for that. Let's do 943 divided by 23. So this is where our key facts box is incredibly important now. Okay, so 2 lots of 23 is 46. 4 lots, which is double that, so I need to double that, is going to be 92. 10 lots is that times 10, which is 230. 5 lots is half of that, so that's 115. And then I could do 20 lots as well, which is double the 10 lots, which is 460. And then I'm going to take away lots from here. Now, some of us who were keen-eyed might have gone, well, 4 lots is 92, so 40 lots must be 920. And then you take away 920 and realise you've only got another 23. So actually, some of us will have already spotted that the answer to this is 41. But let's imagine that we didn't spot that, and instead we took away this 460. So I'm going to take away 460, which is 20 lots. 3 1s. 4 take away 6 10s, I don't want to be doing, so I'm going to exchange. So 14 take away 6 10s is going to get me to 8 10s. 8 hundreds take away 400s, 483. What can I take away? Well, let's take away another 460, which is 20 lots. And I'm left with 23. What am I going to take away now? Well, I'm going to take away just one lot of 23. And I get to 0, which is where I want to get to. How many lots have I taken away? 20, 40. My answer is 41. I know I moved quickly, so you can go back through it, go slowly, take your time with it. Anyway, back to some dramatic music and then back to my face. So, year 6, I moved quick. I know I did. The video's already going to be like 13, 14 minutes long, and that's more than enough of me talking. So if you need to go through it again, that's fine. Just take your time with it, go slowly. Find the right challenge for you today. So we've got Ready, which is kind of using 2 and 3 digit numbers. Steady, which is going to be using some 2 digit numbers times 2 digit numbers. And then Go is going to be tricky. Okay, yeah, I'm not pretending it's not going to be tricky, but challenge yourself. See which one suits you for the correct amount of challenge. Give it a good go. And yeah, have a good time. And this time tomorrow, we will be in school together and you will get to see this beautiful face in real person. Okay, year 6, I will see you in a bit. Bye.